He was the only person we spoke to, and we just both knew that Astounding Sounds was where we needed to go. We met at Cafe Brazil, is that right?
Yeah, we met
in
at
Deep
Cafe
Ellum, real
Brazil,
cool, laid
and,
back.
Yeah, when Colby walked in, it was pretty quick. We knew he was going to be the choice. It's one of those things you just kind of get a feeling, and that's what we were looking for. We wanted a fun, party-like atmosphere, and we needed people that were going to help foster that environment. That's his deal. That's how he was. Our wedding was, dare I say, perfect.
Yeah, it was exactly what we'd hoped and beyond what we hoped it could be.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience, and it wasn't just the actual day. It was leading up to that, the rehearsal dinner. Colby and everybody from Astounding Sounds was awesome. It was they kind of became part of the family, so it made it even better than we were hoping. Yeah, one thing that stuck out for me personally was the fact that they became friends almost, and that was something that was kind of important. It was obviously a big day for us. We had a lot of family come in from all over the place and from opposite ends of the country. So to bring everybody together and really lead everybody into having a good time, that was something that I will not forget.
Oh, it was fantastic. Yeah, we danced our asses off.
Hey, you gotta elaborate.
Oh, well, it was fantastic. Our wedding was great. I mean, Colby, he listened
We
to our
handed him the keys
suggestions.
to our entire wedding, and he took it soup to nuts. It was fantastic. He ran the entire thing. It was awesome.
I think for me, Colby's strongest suit is the fact that he can work a room, he can sell the room. I mean, from the moment he introduced us to the moment that he sent us off, I mean, he entertained the guests as well as, entertained us, and he was great.
It was a liability, a lot of stress, very difficult. No, I'm kidding. It was great. He organized everything. He took control of the situation and made it really fun.
And special.
Yeah. And one of the things that really strikes me is the lighting, just the detail from soup to nuts and everything that happens, from the music and the emotion that they get out of everybody. Cole and I wrote a song for Laura that actually was our first dance. He came out with the band and played it for our first dance. And it was a surprise for Laura.
I mean, it was incredibly special to know that they had been collaborating for months on a song for me, and that they had actually written lyrics and music to it and then performed it for us. It was incredibly special. It was really an honor, really.
It's a personal touch. Everything has its own touch that only, I think, Colby or someone that really gets it and emotionally invest into the
Full
event.
package.
Colby and I, we actually met my wife and I were searching for DJs, and we had met a lot of DJs in town, and it was rough. We weren't real happy because we were real particular for what we were looking for, and got fortunate through a friend of a friend said Colby was doing weddings, so met him, hired him instantly just based off our music knowledge, and I'll tell you what, he ended up doing our wedding. We had about 200 friends there, and we had the biggest throwdown. As a matter of fact, still to this day, wedding is one of, legend, I guess you could say. And from then on, when you hire somebody to do something, you want them to take ownership on it. And Colby really, it's the true sense of taking ownership of something, that it's personal to him, which is what you want when you look for a vendor, because there's nothing more important than your wedding day or your big event or birthday party. And when someone truly cares about it as much as you do, you know they're gonna do everything they can to make sure you have the best party and your friends have the best time. And they make you look good, and that's the bottom line. Is that's what Colby does, is he obsesses over it a little too much to the fact where it's perfection.
Our first impression of Colby was very cool, calm, relaxed, very intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
What else would you say?
Yeah, I was just really impressed with the fact that he, obviously he went to A&M, and so he understood.
He's an Aggie.
So he understood, my song collection. We had talked to a number of people, and they said, the bride and the groom need to pick one thing that they really care about. And
The thing that's most important.
Right.
And that was music.
Right. For me, it was music. For her, it was photography. Yeah. And so, you know, I was really, you know, it meant a lot to find somebody that understood my music taste. Well,
After we met with Colby, the decision was pretty much made. Astounding Sounds offered everything we needed, wanted, knowledgeable. He really wanted to get to know us as a couple, not just a list of songs. He wanted to know about how we met, who we were, to put together some things for us that maybe we didn't think about in the chaos of planning a wedding, which was nice. And that was a relief off me. I didn't have to worry about something that was really important to him because I knew Colby was going to have it taken care of.
I mean, I literally flew in from a business trip and drove
That's right.
to the meeting. Remember that?
Yes.
And I walked in and we sat down and I kind of told him, you know, I was up front. I said, look, this is really important to me. I said, I don't want the traditional chicken dance and all that kind of stuff. I said, I want, you know, I want to give you a big list of songs, and this is what I want to play. And he was really cool with it. He saw the list and he said, I'm okay. Man.
How did our wedding go? It went off without a hitch. It was
Yeah,
perfect.
We had so many comments from people that said that our wedding was the best wedding that they had ever been to.
And this is coming from a group of people who have all had their own weddings and been to a million weddings. We're in our mid-30s, so that meant a lot. And we didn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
Colby had it all taken care of.
Exactly, and the lighting, and I mean, multiple comments about the DJ was awesome, and the whole thing with the flower and the beer can, and you know, with
The chair scene.
the chair scene.
I actually,
mean, there were so many different cool little quirks that just kind of made everything come together, and it was.
My first impression of Astounding Sounds was great. Colby was very responsive to all my emails and phone calls, and he was just easy to talk to and friendly, and it was just a sell right away for me. My wedding went flawlessly. Colby actually did the timeline and made all of the plans for the evening. After my dinner, he came in and said, we have a surprise for you, and a cousin, my husband's cousin, sang a cappella while Colby played the guitar to an Edwin McCain song, and it was just a great memory, and I'll forever remember Colby for that. He's in pictures and photographs of my wedding, and he's just a friend now.
We learned of Astounding Sounds through Kristen Hoffman with Simply Perfect Wedding. She was our wedding planner, and our first impression was this was definitely something we wanted for our wedding. We met with Colby, and he was just very cool, and he had great ideas, and he understood our vision right off the bat, so it made getting everything ready for that side of the wedding easy. What about you?
I feel the same way. I was really surprised by his laid backness. For a DJ, it wasn't really what I was expecting, but I was really surprised at how everything was put together. There was no pretentiousness. We sat down with him, and he's just a really cool guy. I just really liked him.
He listened to what we had to say.
Yeah.
I think that was most important.
Yeah. The decision process was left up to mother-in-law.
Yeah.
But really, I can't even think of another DJ that we had met with.
Yeah, the decision process was really easy. We knew we wanted Colby. I pretty much decided I was going to do anything I could so that Colby was at the wedding. Ultimately, it was my mother's choice, but I definitely pressured her into what I wanted. And the wedding was great. All of our guests really enjoyed it. They said they had a lot of fun. I've never seen my grandmother smile so much, so it was perfect. Colby was not our cheapest option, and we definitely would have paid more. So.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of got a deal.
Yeah.
So we knew that he wasn't the cheapest, but we knew he was the best, so that's kind of what led to it.